Hey guys, welcome to XHeli.com. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the WLToys Cyclone UFO quadcopter. This quadcopter spans about 2 foot in length. It's a pretty big quadcopter. If you're not familiar with WLToys, they make excellent quadcopters and helicopters. This is their biggest one yet, the Cyclone UFO quadcopter. This quadcopter is ready to fly. It comes with everything you need to fly. You're going to get a transmitter, battery, and charger, and of course a fully assembled quadcopter. This quadcopter is built on a composite chassis. The booms are carbon, and 4 brushed motors drive this quadcopter. The brushed motors are gear driven, which delivers power to the composite blades. The blades are color coordinated, red for front, black for rear, and the rest of the quadcopter is enclosed in this nice durable EPO foams. Protects the blades from impacts. If you do happen to smack the blades on something and destroy the blades, WLToys does also supply you with extra blades. This quadcopter is powered by a 7.4 volt 850 milliamp hour battery. It's a larger battery than most of their other quadcopters. Flight time, you're going to get about 8 to 10 minutes. And with that battery and these large blades, we were actually pretty surprised on the payload capacity. We found that you can mount a GoPro easily on the bottom and lift that with ease. We're probably estimating that it can carry another GoPro on the back, so you can get some filming action with the GoPros. Put it on the sides and have a front and rear or side to side filming action. As mentioned before, this quadcopter is ready to fly. You're going to get a 2.4 gigahertz radio system. It comes ready to accept 6 AA batteries. You will need that to fly it. You have your LCD display up front that gives you trim information. It also has buttons for trimming. You can trim the aileron, elevator, and the throttle trim. So for you guys that aren't very familiar with flying a quadcopter, you can use that feature. Click that button at 20%. It's not going to be as sensitive. That way you can get used to flying in all the orientations. Once you get better at flying it, turn up that sensitivity, go to 40, 60, or 100, and it's going to get more and more sensitive. Once you get to 100, this quadcopter can actually do flips and rolls, which is really cool. Well, enough about the quadcopter. Let's get it up in the air and show you guys what it can do. So there's blue, red, and white LED lights that you can control with the transmitter. You can just turn them on and off like this. Pretty cool. If it's at night, or if somehow you lose orientation when it gets far away from you, just go ahead, turn on the lights, and you'll know that the white ones are the front of the quad. Really cool feature, especially when it gets farther away and you can't see the red blades. Those lights really help. I'm really impressed with the forward speed. You get a lot of forward speed out of this thing. You kind of just line it up to that line, pitch it forward, and it just takes off. Let's try that flipping feature. Push that top right button. The transmitter is going to tell you it's in flip mode. Oh, nice. Pretty easy to flip. You just push that button, jam the stick, and level out. Backflip. That's pretty cool. And you don't really need to fly this thing at full throttle either, unless you want to get crazy. Half throttle, very stable. And those lights really do help, especially with the glare from the lights on the ceiling. I can really tell which way the quad is facing. So yeah, it's real stable. I mean, my hands are off. I mean, I can fly it with one hand. And then if I move the stick, it just stays in one spot. That gyro is actually pretty impressive. Whoops, crash it right there. I mean, foam protects the blades. Just fly back up. So that was a quick flight of the UFO Cyclone by WLToys. We were actually pretty impressed with the footage we got with that GoPro. The camera footage was actually pretty stable. I think the multi-axis gyro on board really helped with keeping that camera stable and capturing that right footage, and it also helped me fly this quadcopter with ease. If you've never flown a quadcopter before, definitely recommend this one. It's a lot easier to fly than some of the smaller, twitchier ones. Flight time, we got about almost 10 minutes, especially with all the flips and rolls. We were quite impressed with that type of flight time. Usually all the flips and rolls, the high speed up and downs really put a drain on that battery. But we got close to 10 minutes, and that's actually pretty impressive coming from that 7.4 volt 850 milliamp hour battery. We did crash it a couple times doing the flips, and you saw that footage. This EPL foam really does do a good job protecting the blades. As mentioned before, if you do crack the blades, you're going to get extra blades in the box. All in all, a very impressive quadcopter. I really liked flying it. If you want more specs and detailed pictures, head on over to XHeli.com. Be sure to stay tuned for our newest and latest quadcopters and flying machines at XHeli.com. We'll catch you guys next time.